Hello, and we begin on a long-awaited, at least for me, box video. This box is actually a sound cancelling booth used to do voice acting work. But you may recognize it as what I used in my Barbie videos. The first steps weren't done or filmed by me, but luckily I was able to convince a person who was on site to film while I could make my way to help with the rest. So to start, these foam pieces are acoustic foam panels bought just off of Amazon. They come in a pack of 24 and probably various other sizes, but this was the one that was used in this booth. Anyways, I digress. To use these, you are to take them out of their vacuum sealed bag, place them in the dryer for a handful of minutes. This enables them to actually fluff up to their final form. That's a lot of Fs. Like a Pokemon almost. To add them onto the plywood, a strong spray adhesive was added onto the back. And then laid flat back down onto the ply and held for a few seconds just to secure it. This project there were 4 pieces of plywood altogether, 2 sides, a back, and a ceiling, all needing to be foamed, and some needing a little bit of an edge untouched by the foam so they could be actually screwed together. And in other places, the foam was actually cut down to size. Continuing on though, and actually introducing myself into the project finally. You ready? Are you ready?
Not even.
Play more, spin less.
Grab the ends, lift up, put down here.
So it can only go out to there?
That's 3/4, right?
Okay. Can you weigh that down? I placed pre-drilled holes into selected areas so it would be easier to add screws later on, as this entire piece was built on site to custom fit into the desired space.
What does the duck say?
Quack, 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 quack. Can you start? 'Cause you're stuck. Are you breathing fire? Because you're dragging it. Do you want to get high?
Come to Matt's booth.
Well, I think the issue you're having with it not really sticking is it says spray both surfaces to be joined, allowed to dry for 1 to 3 minutes before joining. After it was properly assembled, I noticed some of the foam pieces were coming off. Simple to fix, but definitely necessary.
You got room in there?
Yeah.
You in?
It's good, it's just, this isn't flush. Is this supposed to be flush? Okay, it's just not.
Where?
There we go, hold it together, it's fine. Yeah,
And then
you're
there's-
being claustrophobic. I don't like that noise. I don't like that. Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this. We ended up moving it back and forth to give ourselves as much room as possible to actually put it all together. Doing the exact same thing to that one, I assume?
Yes.
Watch out, because it's already filming.
You're filming.
I am. It's really hard at the angle I'm at. Got it. It sounded like the beginning of American Horror Story. Oh my god. We did dry fit all of the soon-to-be additions to make sure it was coming together properly as well. It's a tension rod, is it not? It's not paying very much attention. It's funny because every time you look at me like that, your eyes are glowing right now. Woo! Good. Putting the ceiling onto it was the next step, though we ended up not having enough room on the top to put any screws in like we had originally planned, so instead a lock was placed on both sides to pull it together and lock and unlock it so it could be completely taken apart and mobile at any time, as this is a more of a renter-friendly option, as far as sound booths go, you know. Then it was a puppy break time. Becky! Oh my god. Boom!
It's fucking perfect.
Okay. A box generally includes 4 walls, but because of the room that would be necessary to have a door actually open and close, it wasn't available. The next best thing was to be placing a heavy sound dampening curtain down from the ceiling to the ground. Almost. It's like a photo booth.
It's pretty fucking quiet in here. Say hi. Hi. No, say hi properly. And then...
Hi. I'm saying hi. I feel the difference. Yeah. Okay, I don't like this, but yeah. My 50 shades of black.
Well, I'm gonna build... Literally just gonna take a piece of wood.
Okay.
I'm gonna measure how far down this is, pull it out, drill it from the other side, so I can clamp this on here.
Okay.
And then you'll still be able to talk and do your thing, and then if you want to, you can still move it out.
Yeah. Keeping that in. Subscribe to MR Studios.
In association with Mutated States.
That's your brother?
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice. Dum. And also invites the dust. As this was a thrifted item, it was needing to be customized to this piece. I placed the sheet or the fabric down so I had it laying lengthwise away from me, so basically just as long as it goes down. Place the tension rod onto where it would be situated in the future. Brought the fabric around it and then folded it over once more. It would not only be a simple stitch, but I would be backstitching over the entire thing. This fabric was definitely heavy duty, and I just wanted to make sure it was not going anywhere. I did once again dry fit this as well by putting the curtain rod or the tension rod in just a few times every couple of stitches or so, just to make absolutely sure that it would stick into the tube that I was currently making as tightly as possible, so it would have enough fabric to come down, but also enough strength to hold. The last step of this booth was to paint, purely for aesthetics, but whatever. Okay, hold on. You just have to put it underneath that first portion. Lift up just a little bit. There we go, that's good.
Okay, cool.
Hold on. Hold the flippity flap on. That.
No, down. Down.
Move it back. Shake it back. Turn on the thumbs.
Shake it, shake it.
You think that's good? We did use an epoxy-like rust paint. Tone rust coat. There you go. Which, let me tell you, is very smelly, very stinky, and will ruin any brushes or rollers that it touches. But the longevity of it is unmatched once it actually cures down. That over here, flat surface. Oh yeah. Corn. We did put a drip cloth down because anything this touches will be ruined, and then we went to town. Don't let the speed of these clips fool you. This took hours, and multiple paintbrushes and rollers. Wet or dry, this paint will not come off. I cannot stress that enough. For the very top trim of it, we trimmed down a brush that was headed for the garbage soon enough anyways, and use that. Life hack. Look at you! You should put hairdresser on your resume. Little off the top, please.
Fucking fabulous. No pressure.
Now I know I said this would be the last step, and technically it was, but I thought I would give a little surprise because I had bought a retro-styled microphone that didn't end up working, sadly enough for me, but, you know, one person's trash is another person's treasure. And I thought since it already doesn't work, there's no downside of actually messing around with it to make it into something that did work. It was such a cheap material that it was fairly simple to take apart. I took off the bottom sheet of material, unscrewed the back 2 screws, took out the obviously faulty wiring that was in it, and went further down the stem. Took out the foam as the light didn't show through as much as I wanted to with the foam in there, and figured out how the small LED would actually fit into there. It's important to note that this is an LED light, as LEDs do not emit any heat, and this will be placed right against cheap plastic material. I don't want any fires, guys. As shown when I was taking out the 2 screws is the holes where they fit into, and I quickly found that if I was able to snap the top one off and place the light in, it was a pretty good fit. And it worked out perfectly. Placing the back side on again. And screwing the bottom screw back in, kept it together as much as I needed. And that's that. It's not perfect, but in order to install it, it was taken inside the booth while the cord was dragged out and plugged into an existing outlet. Because the top is so tightly placed onto the sides, and as soon as it was locked into place, the light actually stayed by itself, no need for security. And that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.